think we're live. Are we good? We'll see. Check, check, check. Hey, folks. Yeah. Please do play my, oh my word. I was thinking having any way to tell if I'm actually live or not. There we go. Bet. Okay. Hopefully that works out. We'll see. A whole new view. Hey, Pixie Foofy! Great, it is working. That definitely fixes and validates some of the questions that I had, whether I was actually live or not. I am. Awesome. Great, love that for us. So, yeah, new configuration, who dis? So now we're on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so got that working. And coming soon, I've got more cameras and such to make new views, so you can actually see some POV stuff of like what I'm doing, some of the crafting, and we can continue to chit chat. Also, when we have the studio up and running, we'll be able to use this for that as well. So I'm gonna play around with my levels here a bit. Which one's my? There we go. A little more bright. A little more bright. All good. Awesome. I'm gonna make some harnesses, so let's go do that. Battery power, switch, and mobile. It's a little bit more awkward because I got a little extra screen down here to deal with, but that's good. Excited for more people to animate rally. Heck yeah. No, we're gonna be there. I was just getting all the deets ready for that as well. Build trays. So we have here bulldogs, extra small. So I use like what is known as a bun pan cart. We went to a what do they call it? A like wholesale grocery restaurant company, and I bought like I had to have this cart, and it's really cool because I have all my measurements on these for making things. So I like that. Start ourselves off right with a little bit of a coffee fox break. Kuro's back. Welcome, Kuro. So now I have the chat from both Twitch and YouTube to take a look at. So we'll see how this works out. It says there's only 2 people on. I'm wondering if this is counting both Twitch and YouTube. And I don't know. I'm completely new for me. And then we got to do overlays and all the other fanciness. So I'm here for it. All right. So we had to make some extra small harness. I've got some pieces here. I'll undoubtedly need to strap some leather as well. Oh, you got your emotes. Heck yeah. There you go. I like it though, because I can actually see what's going on here, and I can read it all. And the cool thing is I can take my chat with me too, wherever I'm going, so I don't necessarily need to look at it as much, which I like. So these are gonna be the strap pieces we're gonna use for the harness. Got a few pieces to cut here. Oh, you do have your emotes. You need to make more. I need to make some VTube stuff for us, maybe. I mean, I don't mind being on, and I think there'll be a lot more of that as well as we go. But I think that having some overlays, and then some of the other fanciness. I know there's a lot of it. You can get real polished with it, so I'm curious to see what we can pull off here now that we're actually functionally working. All right, so screen timeout, I need to change that for sure. Let me do a quick thing here. Emote maker on Steam. Oh, yeah, that's right, you did. You did say that. So let me look at my settings here. Excuse me while I derp with this. Hello? Huh, interesting. Tablet lockup, hello? There we go. Need to do settings and sleep. power and sleep settings. On battery power, screen turn off after, let's say an hour. If I can just tap it every hour. We'll see how that works out for me. Battery power goes to sleep after never. When plugged in, goes to sleep after an hour, maybe. Every hour I need to like at least tap the screen, which is probably more likely. Okay, bet. Need your primes, we need to set up reacts as well. No, for sure. So when people are gonna be following us or whatever. So, interesting. So Draven Cat Kuroshi. I'm kind of curious on here, who is this everybody that's watching? It says 2 watching, but I have 4 on YouTube and 2, 3? That's Stream Elements. So I'm kind of curious to see who's actually in. I don't know, new to me. Anyway, back to making harnesses. This is exciting. I'm really here for this. Be able to have the opportunity to connect with y'all in new and exciting ways. Really brings my mind to the time when we'll be having some actual content for Pawstar Studios. I'm here for it. Alright, so I need to make some leather strap. I have plenty of room. I'm wireless completely. This is like blowing my mind, like to be able to do this on multiple. How's my quality on stream? Hey, Monlos. That was loud. All right, I was making a dog bed cover for my sister last night, so I have a big mess on here. Other projects, so I'll wrap all this up and we'll get into actually getting some leather cut to size for our harness we're working on. But I like to clean things up at least somewhat nicely. I don't like leaving too many messes around. All right. This can go over here. Cleaning, 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 cleaning. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. All right, cleaning completed. Well, mostly. I need to move this cutting mat out of the way. This thing's seen a lot of action. It's like got a giant gash in it, but it still works nonetheless. Should we need to do some razor cutting, it is here for that. All right, cool. Well, I will move this out of the way. And leather. Ooh, chat on screen, alerts, yeah. No, for sure. And I will welcome any amounts of help for this to get this stuff going. I will admit, I'm the first to admit that I am fairly ignorant on streaming and everything related to that, but I will learn. I'll do my best to learn it. This should be enough to do the couple of harnesses that I need. It's mostly getting on towards the end of the hide now, which has a lot more of the belly leather. But I can still use it. I just need to be a little more careful about what I'm getting off of there. I need another strap cutter, which I'm gonna run over here and grab. Never a shortage of things that always need to be gotten from. All right. School hours, so views might be low. Oh, that's fine. Honestly, I prefer that the views be low right now anyway, because we're really just doing tests and figuring out our life in this moment. So I'm all good. I'm all good for that. The fact that I actually have stream and I can see it, that's groundbreaking. I think you made some sort of paw biscuit treat for our currency years ago. Need to revisit. Nice. Well, I'll be using a lot more. Honestly, now that I've got this configured, thank you, Ducky, for that. We'll be doing a lot more of these and adding on stuff as we go. So if I can figure out also adding in some TikTok, we'll be in business. But for now, we'll give Twitch and YouTube some love. Do what I do so everyone else can see, and hopefully we can grow our channels a little bit more. So I can share with the world all the awesomeness here at Pawstar. I think I'm also got some R&D we're gonna do today. Some of the new lunar stuff is coming back. I'll probably wait till a little bit later in the stream to share some of that so y'all can help me figure out how we want to envision these for the re-release. I've got some piercing decisions to make. And then speaking of piercings, we did go ahead and create some new earring styles, as well as all the piercings that have come back for our hats and ears are available now too. We just need to make some decisions on final colors and style changes and whatever we're gonna do for that. Ah, the whisker biscuit. I like the whisker biscuit. Whisker biscuits. Gotta say it like a swarthy pirate. Whisker biscuits. Don't forget to eat your whisker biscuits before you go on the high seas. Okay. Actually show you this angle so you can see the strap cutter. Oop, there we go. You still kind of can see it. You kind of, I don't know. I feel like the view could be better. This is where we'll have, like, I'll go to like, boop, scene 2, and it'll show like a downward cam of this area, which would be kind of nice. Yeah, I think I actually like that. So one over here on this wall, and then one over my other area over there. That'd be good. And then maybe a long shot one so you can see the whole workshop. That'd be kind of nice. What's the wowzers all about, Koo? Is it, am I lagging? Lagging like a dragon? Where? Oh, there it is. Doop, doop. All right, change to new blades. New blades, who dis? So we can make nice clean edges on our leather. Oh. Yeah, I didn't see anything coming. Obviously, I have my camera here is more or less just the camera. There's no overlays on this. This is just seen as a cam, so I can monitor myself here. But then, okay. So this is already mirrored. Get pets to feet. Oh my word. I'm down for whatever, honestly. As crazy as you want to get with all the fluffery and add-ons, like that's all good. I'm down for it. I mean, after all, we are fancy critters, are we not? So we should have a fancy critter stream by the time we're done here for sure. All right. You want to add the viewer on the bottom. What's that mean, Kuro? Viewer on the bottom. You have to kind of describe what that actually means for me, for this newbie status level 1 Kitsune streamer. Oh, little guys. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. They're like the little avatar critters, like running around your screen. Okay, I got it. Got you. Yeah, this thing is now kind of front heavy, so I might need to add some more weight to the bottom of this. Or a different handle. I think, oh, because my handle's higher up now. I'll have to figure that out, because I actually moved the tripod up a little bit more since it's landscape. So what I might actually do is just move my rig here up and put a standoff on that on my, I'm just like thinking out loud. Make this better. And they can fight each other. Oh my word. Well, that'll definitely give someone watching something else to look at if I'm like running off screen or whatever. So that could be kind of fun. So like I run off screen, hit a button, and maybe they can start like a little duel battle. That could be fun. Okay. This is too far away, but there's also too many cords here. And I am curious to see how long the battery life will be for this, because I can plug myself in, and I can plug myself in if I'm stationary for a while. This is now, I brought this up, so this is a little more front heavy. So I need to, I'll probably bring the camera up, because I got more room here in the ring light. Bring this up and bring this down. That's the problem, because I was just too low now that it's landscape.
Yeah, so basically we can like install a pet that just hangs out somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we can spend whisker biscuits to, well no, I think it's just a command, like I think Bob's is eye feed, and then it marches around like pump something.
Oh my word, no. I like that. No, I'm down for all this. This sounds amazing. This actually sounds like it's going to be really fun. All right, so I'm going to be cutting some of the straps here to length. And this is the part here where this will have the stream deck. But I boop, and I'll switch over and be able to go down to top-down view and stuff. So I'm kind of excited for it. Okay, cool. Oh, Kuro hopped over to YouTube. Bet. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see, because I see Kuro's in both of these. Who's actually viewing? Kind of. Do we clean this up? I don't know how to clean that up. You're on both? Yeah, I see you're on both. I see you on here. And just, I see the icons. I got to figure out who has actually got what for icons. I think that Twitch has more stuff than YouTube. Although I think YouTube you can do like super chats or something. I don't know. I need to educate myself and do like a whole course a la streaming. This can be on the whole side, and this can be on the front side. 9, 18, those are numbers. Yeah, cutting all the pieces for these harnesses. These, if I had a die cut to do these cuts as well, that'd be great, but the problem is just making, I guess is making it happen. Like, it's expensive to make dies, really, at the end of the day, so I don't know. There's too many sizes and too many changes to actually do this in a meaningful way. So, there's no way I just used all 3 of those. Oh, right here. Interesting. Okay, so all the emotes, I see that as the actual, it's not Unicode, but it's basically like the spelled out. It says like face purple crying. Is the Pawstar TV one. So interesting to see how this chat actually looks on my end versus what y'all see. Because I don't have any of this extra glitz or glamour. I have OBS here on my laptop. I got chat here, and then my camera here, but there's no actual monitor of what the front side of this looks like. I'd actually have to pull it up on a computer. Let's see. That's not the right keyboard. Oh my word. Too many screens. I went from 1 screen to 4 screens here, so this is great. I'm here for it. Pawstar TV.
Let me go through the notes on YouTube and tell me what you see. So here's a heart.
I see. Okay. Hand cam? Yeah, hand cam.
Multiple hearts.
Nothing there. This is me on here. Let's see if.
See nothing? Like, what does this even do?
Lay me out. What are you on YouTube?
Yeah. I'm like sending hearts.
I see the meow. Is this in chat? Where does this go?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Cause I'm like going like this, and I'm like, where are you even seeing that? What does that do?
It's a good question.
Okay, let me try the.
Yeah, 3 watching now. Started streaming 17 minutes ago. Here's all the bits of that.
Okay.
It's good to know though. This is
Something to look into.
this is good for, yeah, experimenting.
Where are these even here if they don't do anything?
Yeah. I mean, it's good to know. I mean, the fact that we actually have a connection that's good enough to support all this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Last time I saw was person turquoise waving. Oh yeah, like mani pedi. I'm down with that. Some
It gives me
pretty nails.
experience.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm here for it. It's all good. Okay. Let's make some more harness bits. See how this goes. So I got everything I need except for some of the under portions here. I don't like looking at this, so I'm gonna go back to my actual. We'll deal with that. Okay. All right, 7.5 and 15 inches. So these are also cool enough. Give me the ability to add on other attachments, which I do have some of those, like these mid-cinch here, some of these pieces here. So this become verticals to attach to the harness. YouTube is super delayed. Yeah, I can see your text. Pawstar official. So that's another option I'm kind of looking at doing some more development on. Just got to get some time to do that. But Ren Fair is coming, and I've got a lot of armor and other bits and fuzzly bobs that I need to work with. So excited for that. Plenty to do. Never a shortage of that. All right, got a couple more to do. And my last buckle piece. And that's it. That'll be 2 harnesses worth of straps here. I'm just happy I got this running. Oh, the vid is at you getting the... Whoa, that's really delayed. Interesting. Okay, good to know. So why YouTube? Like Twitch, it sounds like was right on. But that's very, very delayed if that's the case. I'm wondering if I should restart the stream. What do you think? Should I restart the stream? And I can't really type that in here. I mean, I got... I wonder if I used a... Oop. Oop. And then, yeah, having a Bluetooth keyboard for this would be nice. Yeah, we'll see how that... It's good that I can actually type back here, too, because I couldn't type back in TikTok, which was kind of interesting. Okay. So, we'll go as close as I can. I don't know how well plugged in what this is going to look like for me, but this is probably good enough. I dare go no further. Okay. That's at least a view. Y'all can see. Oh, boy. Too much stuff. Okay, let me clear this up. Box O strap. Oh, interesting. So it looks like it's delayed for you, but not fully delayed. I'm confused. Like I said, these are all troubleshooting things that we'll figure out here at some point. Okay. Don't need these. These will be turned into little strap keepers later. Or D-ring keepers, actually. And I'm just going to lay this flat. Otherwise, I know I'm going to make a mess, because that's what I do. Foxy mess maker. And these are the dies we're going to use to add some of the holes onto our harnesses. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just keep streaming and we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is all still very new for us, so I'm learning, and I like that. Keeps you fresh, keeps you young. All right. Yeah, having a top-down camera or something for these areas would be great. I just need to run some very long USB cables, but then just plug it in. I'll have everything connected to a hub. I think that's the idea, and then we'll have some new views, and excited to share with you. Okay, so we'll do this as the buckle end, or that won't be, that'll be the belt. So this will be the belt end. The other part will be the wrap over end. Got it. Okay. Perfect. Confusing myself every day, just a little bit. And then I can actually get a little fancier. Maybe we can have an early Foxy Friday stream, because we're going to be vending this weekend at the a local venue. I'll just say that. And that'll give me a good chance to, or a good excuse to get extra pretty for Foxy Friday. So I'm here for it. Let's make something cool happen. All right, everybody's still good, looks like. Yeah, the fact that I can even read the stream from back here, that's amazing. I love that for me. What do I got going on here? Why are these so... Something's not right. Something's amiss. Oh, that's why. I have these are too long because they're not the same pieces. One of these pieces is not like the other. All right. Also, my music stopped. I don't like that. It's too quiet. Let's figure that out. Why you stop play? Play, please. Bet. Awesome. Delay is less extreme? Okay. Yeah, you must have been hit with a lag spike or something. I don't know. Weird. This is great. This is exciting. And the fact that I can do this, at least to have the cameras here set up, so I have new fun and exciting things to show you. But then we can also do this gives me a whole bunch of new prospects for when we go downstairs and have our streaming set up in Pawstar Studio. So we're learning. Yeah, the fact that I don't have to go back and forth and like in a funny little screen is great. And then I also have a third channel available now, so I can pick up TikTok as well. Even if they get funny with me with like saying I'm trying to sell stuff or whatever, like whatever. We'll still be there, and by proxy we'll be able to reach more people just because we'll have more places we're streaming to. So, and we'll continue on being new and fresh and fancy no matter what. Every day giving our best. All right, a couple more to do here, and then these will be done. Feel like having some ASMR clips would be really cool too. And there's a lot of really cool sounds that we have out of the workshop and all of the tools, especially the lasers, but you know, other things like leatherworking as well. Very cool, very fun. All right, every few I gotta give it a tap tap because all the little hole pieces, the little hole punch outs will accumulate inside of the die, and I need to clear those out. Otherwise they risk putting pressure on the tubes and potentially damaging them. So just proper care and usage of materials is always important, especially when you got things like this that are very expensive. But properly taken care of, these things will last a very, very long time. All right, so I just got the over-the-shoulder straps, and then these will be complete, and we can move on to our next project, which is, can you read that from here? Something, always something. I got plenty to do, and I've got some new R&D as well, and I can even give you all a teaser maybe of the new earrings, so excited for that. Oh, I forgot, I'm also a little taller today because of my boots, so that might be another factor there. All right, these are done, and we can bring these over and make the rest of our stuff. Let me unlock my wheel. Perfect. Yeah, I need some sort of like a cord reel wrangler. I'm sure those things exist. People have these issues. I'm not the only one in the world streaming. Okay. These can get put back there. Get out of my way. And I need my skizzers. Skizzers acquired. Salad. I'll take a couple bites if you're sharing. It's so weird. I'm not used to seeing everything in horizontal, like landscape. I see so much more and so much less of my outfit, which is perfectly fine because there's plenty of stuff to see here. It also makes me painfully aware of how much I need to do some cleanup and deco here in my station. I mean, when I wasn't really doing stuff on camera, it's like whatever, but now that I am, I should probably take more efforts to clean up in here beyond just clearing my table. And put up some more, do some framing, get some more art up. That'd be kind of cool. I'm down with that. Yeah, I guess my other question is too, and this is just me asking rhetorically more than anything at the moment, is since Twitch and YouTube are shot landscape and TikTok is shot portrait or vertical, do I use a second phone camera for that or what? Because I've got room, I could fit multiple screens in my ring light. That's an option. But what does that look like for me? There we go. Okay, go back to battery power. So clean up some of the fuzzlets, technical term, on the leather straps here. All right. So looks good. Perfect. Yeah, this portion is probably takes up about a third of the time, and it's just doing some quality points on cleaning up the straps and making the edges a nice 45-degree bevel. So that's something we've been doing since the beginning. It's always been, I don't like leaving just square corners on things usually. Very rarely, there's a few instances where I will, but most of the time I always clean up the corners. Try to make stuff looking nice. If I get to 10 people watching, then maybe we can do a read. How's that? Right now it says I've got 6, but I think that's 6 between both channels. So we'll grow it. We'll make it looking better. One thing at a time. I am very determined and persistent to make progress, even if it is some days just one step forward amongst the many steps back. I'll take it. Sometimes it takes that, and the prospect of having to strive for something does make you appreciate it more when you finally do achieve success. It's like that aha, that free, clean breath of air that you get to breathe once you've kind of figured out the sticking point you've been on for a while, and I like that. There we go. Oh, excited for conventions coming up. We have this weekend coming up, we just have a small local pop-up, but then next weekend we have Anime Milwaukee, which is our local show, up at the Baird Center here in Milwaukee. And then I think we have the next weekend at that, we're at Anime Rally, and there's a horror convention also I think up at the Baird Center. It's a Milwaukee Horror Con, so those should be exciting. Typically don't do or have not done horror conventions in a long, long time. Like, I remember back in the day we did Spooky Empire out in Florida. I think it was Orlando, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you're still there, Vixus. This song is heavy in the wubs. Is it EDM sauce? I guess. All right, that part is all done. Now I just need to get some strap buckle keepers, my hardware, more hardware, and yeah, we'll go over and split some of these straps down to the correct thickness. Kitty cats. Oh, what's cute. Is that a tortie? Is that your kitty cat? I'm sure that people do that though, 100%. I mean, I would totally be putting minks over everything too, so I get it. All right, let me put some branding on these things. Give our brand stamp. Is that Althenia? Oh, is that the one you just took to the vet yesterday? Althena spam. Cute. There we go. Cute. I'd say I thought that looked familiar. Like I've seen some of your kitty cats. I'm sure some probably hide whenever I come over, as kitty cats are wont to do. Same thing as my sister's cats. Like you will see, I think she's got 2 or 3 again, and we would barely see one, but they're starting to warm up to us like right at the end. As cats do. Cat's gonna do what cat's gonna do. Curl spam. All right, I need myself one of these 13.7 pounder. Oh, she chonk. She chonk. That's okay. That's more that's more lap nesting. If you're sad and lonely with a cold lap, I recommend Lap Nesta. Lap Nesta might not be right for everybody. If you're prone to leg sleepy, EP sleepies, then you may not want Lap Nesta. As another side effect of Lap Nesta is also leg EP sneepy. Purring cats. Happiness in abundance. You know how to make a pattern? Pattern for what? New bag? Wow, I really don't need to move. I need to turn at this point because I see everything. And also, it means I gotta do some more cleanup in here because now I'm painfully aware, having seen this, of how much stuff a thunder jacket for your lap. As a good cat is, really. I mean, if not for lap nesting, you know, cats are just pretty purr box and food machines. But I feel like that's important features for cats to have, is the lap nesting. I do miss my lap nesting for sure. Cat distribution system will do its thing at some point, I'm sure. And there will be another kitty cat in my life. But for now, we'll just not. My whole life, forever and ever, since I was a kiddo, ever up until this last 2 Octobers ago, I had cat in the house. And so having a cat-less house is still very strange to me. Definitely got quieter than I'm used to, but I'm kind of getting used to it right now. And it's not a forever thing. It's just in this time while I'm still kind of figuring out what my life looks like for, you know, getting my own set of balance back. Say that. Okay. Pattern with infinite image. Avoid the camera at all costs. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Foxlandia, where Fox makes things. Yeah, not bad, huh? I can read that really well. I made the font slightly bigger, so like even like way back here, I can read that just fine. So that's great.
There you go, pretty girl.
Oh, the salad. I can eat this on stream.
Girl, you said you'd be down.
Yeah, I said I'd be down. Just leave it elsewhere, and I'll take a couple bites later. Thank you. Appreciate you. Ah! Foxy earthquake. Okay, so I got all my parts and pieces here. I'm just gonna put some hardware in these, and then we can make these a-do. Oh, that's funny. We're gonna close that off. There we go. I don't need to see myself from another screen. Yet another screen of me. That's good. Two will do. Thank you. I'm good for that. But yeah, just getting my getting my feet wet here in this whole new environment. I'm in the kiddie pool right now, but we will make this better. I'm fairly satisfied that we will have progress. Okay, let me zoom out here so you can see my foot press as well. Very good. Cool. Yeah, I need to figure out framing wise what's best for all of this. There we go. Because it's a lot tighter, tighter than I'm used to vertically, this bar, but I see more width-wise, so definitely can do some cleanups in here. I have my calendar still says October 2025 too. I don't think anyone's called me out on that yet. I can probably update that. Get some actual something else there. But yeah, more artwork. That's my next, I guess. I'll make that my to-dos for another project, another Foxy project. Really happy for the ring light though, that's nice. And the fact that I don't actually have to look directly at it now. Like I can get this and not have to work with it. I can look down here, not to like blow my eyes out looking at the chat. I like it. Learning. Whole new Foxy day. I need some keepers. Technical term for these bits and pieces we use to get our, it's like keeping the D-ring on here. I will probably at some point maybe change this up a little bit. The design that I was requested to make, someone commissioned for me to make, had this on a vertical, which I've seen it on some bulldog harnesses before, but is a little bit different than what I normally do. Really finding out what's going to be our best way to do that. All right. Toot toot. Train coming. I don't mind being next to the tracks. It's like they come through at such random times. Always tooting their horn. I mean, of course, I'm on stream a lot earlier than I would be normally. So there is that. That is definitely a factor. That's a top. I need a post. And you can see that too. Good. That I do like though. This aspect where I don't really need to do much except for kind of like rotate my camera. That I do like. I'm kind of on board for that. So then figuring out changing scenes over. I'll probably play with that a little later on. Get some more stuff mounted up here. I'm gonna be yip yapping about my setup here for a while too, as that is the new thing in the room. And almost thinking if I had like, if I put in another box, like an overhead outlet, and then I use a cord reel, because I've got a couple cord reels around here, and then I could just click, 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 and have all my cords from up above. That would solve a problem too. Oh, or better yet, I know what I can do. That's okay. I'm gonna get real excited now for next week when I get to have Wuz out here and have them put in basically like a power strip on a boom arm. That's gonna be exciting. That going, and now all I need to do is put some rings on the sides. Curious though. There we go. Bring it on here a little bit closer. Probably about here. That's kind of where I usually put it. Figure out my spots. Hey, Coral. What's up? That way y'all can see a little bit better. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that because I think you need to figure out a stream key for that. Ducky said that they were gonna figure that out too. So, see what that looks like, I guess. Oh, mail's here. All right, that's all the horizontal pieces. I just need to put everything together and we're all done. Okay. That's weird. Like, mail's already come. Who's that? Who's that come a knocking now at the Pawstar headquarters? Be real careful with these things, because the flexiness of them makes them want to pop. Yeah, I knew I was missing. I'm missing 2, top and a bottom there. Oh, ugh. Make that 4. Make that 6. Make that 7. Ugh, frustrating. All right, well, we'll repair what we can. Let's sigh. Like, it's kind of inevitable, especially on these smaller harnesses. There's a lot of flex. You almost got to build them one at a time for the rivets' sake, and that's a lot. Spend some time working in my leather area and actually making this a little more presentable. Not that there's anything wrong with it right now, but it can definitely be better. Oh no, you don't. Trying to run away from me here. Okay, these are all good. Hey, boy. 4? Is it having a problem?
We're going to help with comics and stuff.
Oh, yeah, stay till 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You keep getting your training on.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Fukia, welcome. You were here? Are you still here? Welcome, critter. Let me go mobile here. Trying something new. Must have snuck in while I was doing my stuff over there. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I know. It was a little different today. These are loaners, so I just threw something on because I was just trying to test. Obviously, we're streaming outside of TikTok for now, so this is me trying to switch it up a little bit as well for my accessories. But yeah, these are just loaners. Long story short, and yeah, excited to have some more channels to stream in now. So. Welcome to that. All right, back we go over here. Now that we have the strap we need for some kitty belt collars. Cool. Watch out. There we go. Yeah, there's too many things on the desk, so I have to very gingerly float the strap over everything so I don't end up knocking stuff off the table. Yeah, so yeah, today I'm cosplaying a snow leopard kitty. There we go. Let me plug myself back in here. Yeah, I definitely feel like some cord wrangling would be good. So there's that. And then here's that. And these are both on the same side. Like, I'll definitely take it for that. There we go. Back to battery. Cool. Kind of digging this. Get used to what this flow looks like. I feel like I earn 1 Coffee Fox break per order completed. Probably move this out the way. I feel like another slim garbage can might do me some good. Give me some more space in here. Yep, that's all still looking good. All right, so I'm making some kitty bell collars now. These are just the standard issue KB collar style. 4 of these will make this order. Cut to length, add some hardware, and finish them off. I have a lot of extra pieces that I have for leash handles too, which those are always in demand. I can't really even keep those in stock realistically. All right, these are all the blanks, and then we're gonna take these over here and add some belt buckle holes. Fuyuka, actually in hindsight, you've been wearing your pajama top as a jacket to keep warm, but honestly, the hoodie would keep you much warmer than being fleece. Yeah, no, fleece are warmer. And looks like Mr. Raccoon sends a chill with cat. I've been good. I've been very, very busy. It's good to see you on here. It has also been a long time. We're staying busy. Just got past all the holidays and getting back into the warmer season now, as I think it was change over into spring. Getting ready for our shows. We went to Seattle for Anthro Northwest. We're actually doing AnthroCon this year. I've been trying to kind of up my streaming game a little bit, so hence me being now also on Twitch and YouTube instead of just TikTok. I was TikTok streaming for probably the better part of a year, maybe over a year. I don't even remember. The time goes so fast, to be honest with you. But aside from that, just trying to keep my head above water in this crazy, crazy world of ours. Best you can do. That's all you really can do some days. So some days go with the flow, some days paddle upstream and do your best at it. Really depends. Had health issues, finally at a healthy weight, hoping the belt and everything you ordered fits you still. Heck yeah. I mean, if that's especially part of like weight and body and health goals, like absolutely. Sometimes people lose weight for other reasons, obviously. That's, you know, a side effect rather than the intended goal. But in any regard, glad to hear that you're doing better than you were. I'm glad to hear that everybody, you know, eventually gets further along with their goals. You know, hopefully, if all things go well, all you can do is try at it, right? So I'm just putting the beveling corners on these now, and then we're gonna grab some buckles and finish. Well, I gotta actually put the rest of the holes in here first. Ah, very good. Yeah. Yeah, did not mean to assume there, for sure. Been gaming a lot? That's good. I've been gaming a little bit too, mostly for me. Been playing some old school stuff, like some Super Nintendo Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I have the GameCube version, and so that was the last time they had a couch co-op version of it where you have to use like Game Boy Advances and hook them all up. It's a lot. It's a lot of cord clutter and mess and hardware to deal with, but my word is it fun. So almost at the end of that game, and then Kuro has been doing their best to harangue me into playing FF14. So we'll see. I will definitely do my best at that. Of course, that's an investment, being in an MMO. So, but I like it. Like, I did play it when it first launched, but I just didn't have time for role-playing game stuff much at that time. This one looks exceptionally thin, but it will work. Yeah, Kuro's torment about the FF14. I'm glad to hear you're still listening, Critter. I enjoy it. It's a cool game. I just don't necessarily have the most time for stuff because you know how busy I am. Boyfriend played GameCube version. They got him the remakes to Switch on co-op. Oh yeah, no, the fact when they released it and re-released it, and I bought it, and I was like, okay, couch co-op. Oh, you need to have another person playing remotely. Like you can't just play couch co-op anymore. They took that away as an option. Which to me, that was half the reason of doing that anyway. So I didn't play it after that one. And so I wanted to make sure I at least got through, eventually just to play and beat the game. It is not easy. Not an easy game. I like it though. Okay, so these are done. In this portion, I just need to add some hardware to them. So let's go and grab that. I think I put my buckles away because I was trying to clear my desk of things. Need just a few buckles here, and I'll need some bells. Four of these. And that's it. That's all the hardware that goes on these. Alright, and we're going to put these in a box, which I also don't have over here. Let me get some boxes. A little more many than I need, but it is something. It is enough. Alright. They are boxed, they are ready, and we can make some colors. Been juggling Kirby Air Raiders, Sonic Racing Crossroads, and the ranked seasons on Pokemon Legends ZA. Honestly, most of the fun you had in Pokemon in a while, and Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, you've been really busy on that stuff. I've played, the last thing I was playing, I guess Pokemon-wise, was Soul Silver, which I still have. I still am in process of going through that. I think I'm like 6 gyms in right now, 6 or 7. And for me, that's the first time I've ever played Pokemon, like the original series of things. I was playing, the first game I played in Pokemon was Pokemon Go when it launched. And it was like, I was aware of it. I watched the cartoon as a kid, but I never actually got into the games. It was just a little bit beyond my time when it was all released. Obviously, it's Pokemon's not going anywhere. It's super big, super popular. But just, yeah, I was always periphery to it. But I like it. I understand the appeal now. I can at least say that. Yeah, as far as other things, I think I've also been spending a little bit more time playing Magic the Gathering. Both physical, gathering some cards, and then playing an arena. Because that's an easy way to do some of the complicated things, like some of these decks with so many hundreds of counters and things going on. It gets confusing, and this triggers that, and then too much to keep track of, honestly. But it's good. Keeps the mind working. Alright. I need some posts. Yeah, now that all I have to do is just rotate around now to like bring everybody in, that makes my life way easier. So I really like that. Learning a new system. interesting to see who's actually in what channels too. And it sees stream elements as a user. Also interesting. Very cool. These are my ring loops. Good hardware attachment pieces. And my favorite tool in the entire warehouse, which is the auto screwdriver. I like that a lot. All right, those are good. We just need to tighten down these screws. Tighten the screws. It's really interesting though, because you can see some of the fisheye of this. White balance lock. Scrolling is good, like that. Interesting to see. There's the mirroring. Okay. Mirroring there, cropping. Oh, that's cool. You can see some of the lines. I'm just playing around a little bit. Neat. Cool. Oh, and there's the manual zoom. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Alright, I'm just playing around. Generally, I don't think I need to do much with that unless I was really going to try to show detail. But I'm good. All right. Open up some bells and get them installed, and we're gonna have us some kitty bell collars. Meow meow McMew mew. All right, I need my other pliers, which I left over here. And some rings and things. Yeah, this is kind of the like vestigial wing of some of the chainmail that we were doing a long time ago. We used to have a few chainmail designed with leather collars, but the amount of work that goes into making all that was just kind of cost prohibitive for what we were doing. Like, I'm not saying we wouldn't, and I wouldn't bring any of that back, but in this time, it's just, you know, how much time do we really have to work with things? All right, that's a 1. Yeah, the main focus for us next is going to be having the absolute best anime Milwaukee that we can. It is once again our local show. Oh, and I will be doing performance with my taiko group, Hibiki Taiko, on Sunday. So I gotta figure out my timing for that. So that comes up real soon. My word. Time be running. Never not. Oh, these are slightly magnetic. I must have hit these with a... There we go. Must have hit them with a magnet at one point, and so now I'm picking up rivets with my pliers unintentionally. Yeah, the process of making things from raw materials is very satisfying. I think that's one of the things that drove me to want to make a company that was like into manufacturing artisan crafting in the first place. Is just the concept of turning something from raw materials and concepts into a finished product. To me is just very satisfying, and you know, allows you to have a way to express your creativity and make something physical out of it. Kind of curious about that Kirby Air Riders. I never really got into Kirby. I think it's cute. I think the most I've ever seen is like Super Smash Bros. Stuff. All right. Got to put the brand stamp on these and they're all done. Curious to know how my lag is doing. One channel to another. All right, 4 bells. Complete. What's on next? Pride ring collar, plus size, non-binary. Okay. Just need to allocate those things. So we have what's called like in-house stock and then convention stock. And so some of these things need to stay in-house and some go to the convention. So I'm gonna make sure that I have plenty of stock for both of them. All right. So 4 more plus size collars. Let's do it. And then we get to put rings on them, which is really pretty. Like I'm really happy with the pride ring collars and what that looks like. Wow, look at that. Perfect. I got 4 collars out of this, and this was the amount of scrap that I had. That's perfect. That's why strap collars are so cool. Alright, let's put some belt ends on these and some holes. Ooh, Kirby Air Riders is a racing game. Nice. More party game with racing as a main mechanic. That's fun. Yeah, I really liked playing Mario Party. And so I know they have like, that's like mini game based, but still fun. All right, let's put some holes in the ends of these collars. Perfect. Yeah, the fact that I can just rotate this and at least use half of the workshop without having to decouple from the power, that's great. I mean, I can be around a little bit more, which is the half the point. I mean, one, be able to stream on multiple platforms. Two, to have multiple views available. And three, yet also still have mobile option for viewing. So basically using my phone as a webcam, which is what we're doing now. Technology. I'm here for it. Yeah, we did actually have some update on the studio as well. Some of the lights are temporarily up. There's some soundproofing that needs to go up as well, but we're making progress. So there's modes where you can just race, but the main mode is City Trial. You run around for 5 minutes collecting power-ups in the vehicle you want to ride on, participating in RNG events that pop up like a short race or boss appearing you have to take down. That's really fun, actually. I like that. And then, so after the 5-minute stadium gets chosen, you participate in that. Oh, that's cute. So mini game, la la la, do the thing, and then you go and do the actual race. That's fun. I like that. All right, and to take a look at Kirby Air Racers. Kuro, if you're still there, make a note, if you wouldn't mind, Critter. So that way I have something I can look forward to. What platform is that on? I'm assuming it's going to be Switch, probably. I'm assuming. It's like, because Kirby's a Nintendo property, if I remember correctly. So I don't have a Switch. Kuro's got a Switch, not a Switch 2. I was basically waiting to see what pricing was on Switch once Switch 2 came out, and I just didn't pony up for one in time when I could have. So, I mean, it's still on my to-dos. I just, you know, too many things. Kirby Air Racers. You're just popcorning. You're funny. It's watching the Foxy show. Yeah, that sounds really cute, actually. Stadium could be a race, but there's also high jump or glide into point panels for... Oh, point rings. Okay, so that kind of reminds me of like the, I guess, skydiving portion of Pilot Wings, if anyone's ever played that. Like, that's old school, like Super Nintendo, and I think they had N64 Pilot Wings as well. Switch 2. All right, well, I'm cooked. There's no way to play that for me right now then. But I will put on a note for when I do eventually get a Switch 2. Yeah, Bob does have one. Yeah, maybe I could convince Bob to pick it up. But then again, I don't know what the multiplayer is like. Is it just everyone would have controllers and do like a split screen? Or what does that look like for multiplayer for that game? I don't know. I'm really a fan of like couch co-op games, if anything. Even playing, and Vixus will back me up on this one, Hunter the Reckoning. It's basically old school ye old zombie fight in action, but there's 4 people on the screen at once. You can have like this priest character, there's like a healer, there's this marauder guy with an axe, if I remember correctly. So bad at Pilot Wings, only good with the Rocket Belt. Rocket Belt was my favorite, honestly. But yeah, Parachute 1 was hard, and especially if you get the bonus level where you turn into a penguin, you have to like bounce on the different platforms. That was extremely hard. I never really understood it. It's something like flap your wings, but you're a penguin, so there's not really a lot of flapping. No, it was fun. Like, that was one of my original, like, we'd get together on Black Friday and just, we'd have our Pawstar sales going on. We'd sit there and play like Pilot Wings back and forth. It was just incredibly fun. It's like, that is a good bit of memory for me. Couch co-op up to 4, online with 2 in a online hub, or 8, 16. Wow, that's really cool. You can actually get as many multiplayer as that. But yeah, to me, part of the fun too is being able to have the glory of the victory and the defeat, and so you can actually enjoy that, you know, with somebody else in the same room. That's something special about that to be had. Oh my word! I made these with a single hole in them, as if they're kitty bell collars, which is fine. I need those too, but it's not the collar that I needed to make. So I actually needed. I'm just gonna start these over and do them again. That's fine. I got plenty of strap, and we have plenty of collars that we need to make, so not a problem, really. All right, let's make these again from the beginning. But instead of just doing one hole in the center for a post, we're going to put two. Oh, that's really cool. Even out of the corner of my eye, I can see when a new comment comes in, so I don't have to, like, guess at it. That's good. I like that. So that one's a little short. That's fine. Oh, online hubs like Smash lobbies, private rooms, join versus code. Okay, got it. No, that's really fun to be able to have different options for connecting with people on that. I mean, I remember back in the day when you'd have to do like your LAN gaming, because that was fairly big. I mean, on LAN gaming, I don't know how big of it is as an activity now, because most people are online, but that you could just have to do like your network protocols and figure everything out over TCP/IP and whatnot. And so you're like just trying to figure out configuring playing Doom multiplayer. Like that was what I had a lot growing up, and like online gaming was still not really much of a thing. Like I played Ultima Online. We're talking about like the late 90s, early into 2000. Like I didn't quite ever play EverQuest or any like the early MMOs, but yeah, Ultima Online, and then into later on Shadowbane, and then World of Warcraft was kind of where I where I was doing my early gaming. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. This is cool. I have no idea what the audio or video quality is like. I think I had someone that said I had some lag. Yeah, briefly, I was trying to play some other games. Vane was one of them. That's still, I think, in early access. And it's a concept of, it's kind of like a mix between 7 Days to Die and Project Zomboid. So it has like the depth of them, but also like the 3D action. Combat will still need some polishing, but granted, it's still early access with just 2 people, I think, working on the game. But for what it is, it's extremely admirable and extremely detailed. So I'm very happy for them being able to make that. Because like 7 Days was cool. I played that forever and ever. But, you know, after a while, it just kind of left me wanting a little bit more, because after you've done everything in the game. Okay. Curious to know how I can scroll that. Okay. So I wonder what happens when, like, how to scroll back in that. That's the real question. Learning. All right, so we'll put our bevels in these, and then I need to get some strap keepers. I'll need to cut more strap keepers, I think. Do I have 4 in here? Oh, I luckily have exactly the 4 I need. Lucky, lucky vixen. There we go. Yeah, these are really fun because I like adding on all of the rings. In fact, we even told people if there's pride flags that you want to see that we're not currently offering, that y'all can just let us know. And we'll make, obviously within our capabilities, as many of the pride flags as possible for people, because visibility is very important for people and we want to continue to promote that. These ones will be non-binary, which is still really cool. It's a good color palette. It's kind of funny how I like connect with flags more on the color palette than on the meaning. Like a super good color palette. Not me, but still really enjoy it. Too many binder clips. All right. I just need some O&D rings. Trying to think of how many of these things I've made over the years. A lot is the answer. A lot. There we go. Perfect. Kampeki. Perfect. Should probably try to clear up some of the rest of the things I've got on my desk too at some point. That seems like a weekend project. Last weekend, I did some work with Kuro, and we came up with some new R&D. So we made a new kind of earring that was basically like a ball and chain, like a morning star earring. Really cute. I'm excited to show that to everybody and get some feedback on them. Really happy with how that's been looking. All right. So these are done enough to where if I was to just put these out, they'd be basic ring collars, but of course we need to embellish them now. So that's the next step we're gonna do here after this. All right. Let's get some rings and some pliers, and let me see. Yellow, silver, purple, black. That's what we got. I really don't mind doing the ring work. It's a lot, but it doesn't bother me too much. This is where having the overhead cam view, like maybe over this, so you can actually see my workbench, that's gonna be nice. Let's see how far I can get these. I'm almost through the orders that I had. Getting real close on it now. Yeah, there's not quite, you don't quite get in enough to see what I'm doing here, so. Notes for next time and how I want to mount everything up. I'll probably finish off on these and I'll call it on my stream for now. This is really just about a test to make sure everything worked the way I needed it to. And I'm fairly satisfied, honestly. I think this is doing pretty good. All right. One non-binary collar. I like it. They sound really nice too. I like it. It's a good sound. All right, rinse and repeat. 3 to go. Another one. Look at that. It's good. Yeah, 12 rings isn't all that bad, but if you consider that times however many collars you're making, so you make 4 collars, it's 48 rings to put on. So it does take a moment. I've been doing this for a while, so it's not as bad for me, but I could see how that would get kind of tiresome. It's all good. I enjoy the process more than anything. All right, 3 out of 4 is now complete. 3 out of 4. 1 to go. Now 4 non-binary pride collars. Almost done. All right, that is 4. And here's where we're gonna probably call it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching me on our new types of streams here on Twitch and YouTube. And hopefully we'll catch you on our future streams. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow and share with everybody else. Thanks so much, folks. Talk to y'all later.